Welcome to the 27th Annual Lotus World Music and Arts Festival. We are in the Saturday night, the second night of our showcases. We're so glad you're joining our virtual festival this evening. On my left is Yael Cassander.
Hi, and on my right is Steve Boland. So great to be here with you tonight, Steve.
So glad to have you here joining us for Lotus.
Oh, it's, the excitement is palpable like it is every Lotus weekend. It's a little different, but I don't know about you, I can feel the magic in the air.
I was surprised at how much fun Lotus is this year. I thought, well, where are the crowds? Where are the tents? But it's just a different kind of Lotus. And there are people out there watching in droves. We heard from a lot of them last night, and we hope to hear from them again tonight. Hashtags to let us know if you're posting something on social media.
So we've got hashtag LotusFest 2020. If you're out there partying with your special small set of folks, listening to Lotus tonight and enjoying the festival, it's hashtag LotusFest 2020. You can also do hashtag FabFestFan. Let us know you're out there, and we can enjoy in our special 2020 way of enjoying festivals.
We've got a lot of great music in store for you tonight, so please gather around, call in the friends and family, ring the bell for supper, but it's not supper, it's Lotus.
Yeah, the best holiday of the year. We would like to begin this evening with a great big thank you to our loyal fans, our volunteers, and the donors who've made 27 years of Lotus possible, Steve. I know you were there for the first one. You're in fact wearing the shirt.
I'm wearing the first shirt here, October 7th, 1994. I'm standing up. You cut my hair off, it's fine. But you can see the shirt here, the original sponsors in the back there. This is an OG Lotus shirt.
Well, I wasn't there for that one, Steve, but I do remember I guess it must have been the 5th in 1998. And I remember hearing the music emanating down 4th Street. And I said, what the heck is going on down there? And I knew that that was the place to be. So 27 years. 2020, on the other hand, of course, has been a year like no other. We need no reminding. The pandemic has upended our lives, causing suffering to so many and changing the way that we negotiate the world. Tonight, we are grateful for music, for dance, for art that inspires. It is Lotus Organization's belief that music has the power to lift us up.
Music played by our Lotus artists gives us hope that someday we will once again be moving in a sweaty mass in a Lotus tent that will one day soon be moved to tears again at a Lotus stage by the power of human voices emanating from them. Those of you joining us tonight understand these experiences and dream of a future where this is once more a reality. We're so grateful that you're here with us this evening instead, but we look forward to seeing you in person someday soon.
Indeed, and we're going to have some of that amazing music coming up in just a moment. But before we get started, we'd love to thank our generous sponsors coming through for us in this unusual year, just like they do every year. Some returning sponsors, some new sponsors. The 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival is presented by Indiana University Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, the IU Hamilton Lugar School for Global and International Studies, with additional support from Old National Bank. And we are so excited about our opening band tonight for this Saturday night showcase, Ak Dan Guang Chil. Ak Dan Guang Chil is presented by the IU East Asian Studies Center and the IU Chinese Flagship Program.
Our first act tonight is a multi-award-winning traditional music group featuring 6 traditional musicians and 3 powerhouse female folk singers from Korea. They perform repertoire from the sacred, shamanic, and secular Gut and Minyo traditions of the Hwanghae-do region, nowadays a western province of North Korea. Gut is ritual music, and Minyo is folk music. Their powerful, engaging performance will immerse you in a spiritual and energizing experience. They're also kind of catchy. Please welcome to the Lotus Festival screen, Ak Dan Guang Chil.
Hello, Bloomington! We are ADG7. We are from South Korea. Nice to meet you all. We would have been there in Indiana if not for pandemic, but happy to meet you on online Lotus Virtual Fest. So our music is based on Korean traditional shamanism music and folk song. So please enjoy our music. Yes. First piece is 영정거리. So Korean people believe many gods live near us. Live in the air, live in the ground, live in the house, live in the kitchen, live in the toilet, maybe living behind you. Yes, so we welcome the God with this music for a successful party today. Yes, please enjoy 영정거리. 아나만세
아만세
오늘날에 영정마누라
영정마누라
내 바다가요
내 바다가요
전하영정 지하영정
지하영정
옥황영정
옥황영정
신선의 영정
신선의 영정
영정마누라
영정마누라
보실적에
보실적에
해오단년 기해년에 달의 월세 정월달에 날의 공소 좋은 날입니다.
하늘 땅으로
감사합니다. Thank you. So this one is 난봉가. It's about crazy love. So are you enjoy our concert? Enjoy our concert? Ah, yeah. And then you can donate to Lotus Fest. You can find the link over here on the video. Yes. So please show lots of support to donate. Yes, thank you. And the next piece is Hello Lonely. It's about two people who feels very lonely. So you can feel their feelings with your body like this. Dancing together. Okay, ready? So let's go together to be with their lonely night. 1, 2, 3, 4. 안 늦은 저녁 12시 명동 빌라 203년 빨간 조명이 켜져 있어 밤늦도록 켜져 있어 외로운 마음에 그랬으면 Red light 외로운 마음에 그랬으면 Red light 왼손에 레드와 오른손은 보금자루 밤새도록 Red light 이곳 저리고 새벽 2시 명동 빌라 401호에 테레비 불이 켜져 있어 외로운 아저씨 테레비 라이트 싱글 라이프 새 젓가락 장밋빛 인생 사랑을 싱글 라이프 천하다니 새 젓가락 꿈을 장밋빛 인생 사랑을 꿈꾸네 Feel the rhythm with us. Move your hips like this. 맞으러 가요. 외로운 여러분들 맞으러 가요. 맞으러 가요. 맞으러 가요. 외로운 여러분들 맞으러 가요. 맞으러 가요. 맞으러 가요. 외로운 여러분들 맞으러 가요. 맞으러 가요. 맞으러 가요. 외로운 여러분들 맞으러 가요. 네, 감사합니다. Thank you to Lotus staffs and fans. So do you remember our name? ADG7. Yes, you can search our name on Facebook and also YouTube and Instagram. So we will be there in person for the 2021 Lotus Festival. So until that, we wish all of you stay well and don't forget our name, okay? Yes. Now we have last piece. It's time to dance. So actually, we learn from our traditional culture so many things, but especially the best one is, I think, community spirit. So please, everybody, stand up together. Yes, and let's dance together and singing together. We wish all of you can feel that spirit too. So without the race, without the nationality, without the gender, just let us unite with the last piece. Please enjoy 와대버.
닭이 운다 저건 넘어오시다 닭이 운다 닭이 운다 닭이 운다 새벽새 바람도 타 닭이 운다 엄마 온다 엄마 온다 내 성적 펴보고 엄마 온다 엄마 온다 엄마 온다 엄마 나 꼴등했어 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 닭이 운다 저건 넘어오시다 닭이 운다 새가 난다 허공에 높이 떠서 새가 난다 새가 난다 새가 난다 저 푸른 초원 위를 새가 난다 기분 난다 허이 헐헐 난다 허이 간만에 칼질한다 기분 난다 허이 기분 난다
김대리
헐헐 난다
오늘 야근합니다.
눈물 난다 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 이런저런 또하니 저런저런 또하니 아침에 조금 늦게 일어나면 어떠하니 저녁저녁에 전화를 하면 회사에 안 가고 회식에 안 가고 수업에 좀 안 가면 어떠 해가 좀 짖으면 어떠하니 이런 늘렀다니 저런 늘렀다니 배꼽 빠지게 웃어서 늘렀다니 이런 늘렀다니 저런 늘렀다니 울어보 늘렀다니 시구 좋다 기만 좋지 시구
I followed my path. You gave me a community.
I wanted to see everything. You provided a lens.
I put in the time. You set the stage. I love my university. You will too.
Akdangwan Chil. You may have seen ADG7 on the screen back there. Chil is Korean for 7, I think. But there's 9 people on stage, so I can't explain that. But otherwise, I can explain the enthusiasm I have for this band.
Amazing. It just, hearing the sound of that band made me long to be strolling in the street and smelling the street food and meeting up with buddies. But Steve, we're doing that today in our own special 2020 way.
In our hearts, we're smelling the street food from One World Enterprises outside the 6th Street tent, and walking down Kirkwood.
Next year, we hope to meet again.
Next year on Kirkwood
with Akdan Gwangchil, who is scheduled to come and be with us for Lotus 2021.
That's right. Several of the bands who you're seeing tonight were supposed to be here for Lotus Fest 2020. They were booked, and so they've agreed to come to Lotus Fest 2021. Again, like I said last night, God willing and the creek don't rise, they'll be here next year.
Yeah, we hope you saw their special invocation of Lotus, and they had made that video particularly for us for this year.
And now I want to buy a zither.
Well, that's just you, Steve.
Hashtag Lotus Fest 2020, hashtag FabFest.
Fab Fan Fest. Fab Fan Fest.
Is it Fab Fest Fam or Fab?
Fab Fan Fest.
Just use Lotus Fest 2020.
If you're partying at home and watching Lotus with us, participating in the festival virtually, put your photos out on social media. Let us know that you're out there, and share the love.
And if there's somebody who can translate Akdan Gwang, please let me know, because I want to know what the rest of their name stands for.
Oh, we have so many more musical acts this evening, some that we haven't seen before, some that are returning favorites, and so I just can't wait to get to them. We promise we won't yak at you too much. We want to remind you about a couple of things, though. First of all, it's not too late to pick up a Lotus Festival outreach kit presented by the Indiana University Study for the Center of Global Change, and participate in the Lotus Community Puzzle Project, with funding made possible by a Sophia Travis Community Services grant from the Monroe County Council. We're pleased to offer these puzzles designed and cut by Lotus's own Mark Cheetah.
Mark Cheetah!
As a way to create art that can be shared with the community. You can go to our website at lotusfest.org to find out how to pick one up.
We also want to let you know that tomorrow morning at 10 is Lotus Festival Unwind Yoga, a session you can join via Zoom. Again, go to our website, lotusfest.org, to sign up. I haven't yet persuaded Yael to show us her tree pose.
It's going to take a little while.
Or her warrior pose or her downward dog. But
yeah, no one wants to see that.
If only there was some street food and some street beer tent that could be serving us liquor, then we would all get relax and start doing our favorite yoga poses.
That's right. That's
I can
right.
plank. That's about all I can. Does that count? I don't.
That counts.
Flying
that
flat
counts.
on the ground. That's all I can do.
Well, we don't have the street food this year and some of that other ambience, but we do have something that is perennial, and that is sponsorship. Sponsors who are returning, some who are new, and we would love to thank them now. The 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival is presented by Indiana University Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, and the IU Hamilton Lugar School for Global and International Studies, with additional support from the Indiana University O'Neill School of Public and Environmental Studies.
As many of you know, in 27 years of Lotus, we've had some amazing bands and musical moments. This year, because we've had to go virtual, we went to our archives to look for some of those special performances that moved us. You're going to see them scattered throughout the evening, including the next performance you're going to see. You're also going to see us thank some folks who are artist champions people who wanted to support these musicians when they saw them on the roster. Tonight's artist champions for the next act are Ann and Jim Stowers and Bill and Luann Holiday. Bill and Luann Holiday. Woo!
Thank you, thank you. And we are so excited to present this next artist. A true gem from Lotus Festival #5. That's 1998, my first year in Bloomington, by the way. Recorded in the intimate space of the Monroe County Library Auditorium. It's Guy Davis. Guy's acoustic blues take you way back beyond this century into the African American culture of the Deep South. I can't wait for it. Guy Davis.
Run, sinner, run, better hunt you a hiding place. Run, sinner, run, hunt you a hiding place. Oh, my Lord, I said, run, sinner, run, better hunt you a hiding place. Oh, my Lord, what shall I do? God told Nicodemus that he must be born again. God told Nicodemus that he must be born again. God told Nicodemus that he must be born again. Oh my Lord, what shall I do? Run, sinner, run. You got to fall on your knees and pray. Run, sinner, run. You got to fall on your knees and pray. I said, run, sinner, run now. You got to fall on your knees and pray. Oh my Lord, what shall I do? What you gonna do now when no death come creeping in the room? What you gonna do, Lord, when death come creeping in your room? What you gonna do now when no death come creeping in your room? Oh my Lord, what shall I do? Thank you. I want to tell you a story about a young man born in Chula, Mississippi. Mom and daddy were sharecroppers. That's what they wanted him to be, was a sharecropper. But he wasn't interested in that. He wanted to be a blues musician. Go to Nashville and Memphis, make a blues record. Used to sneak out the house and go over to Uncle Juno's house. Now, of all his aunts and uncles, Juno was his favorite. His friends, neighbors, total strangers would come from miles around to sit on Juno's front porch in the evening, watch the sun turn from orange to red. There'd be a great big pitcher of lemonade, lots of fresh cookies. Some of the men would sneak off the porch and go spike their drink from a bottle of whiskey, one of them hidden in the bushes. And Juno would sit out there with his guitar and play all these old songs everybody knew. And Juno taught that young boy how to play a guitar too. And as he grew to be a man, he learned how to play that thing. But then one day Juno took sick and he couldn't play anymore. And he sent for the young man, asked him to go fetch his guitar. The young man went and got it. When he came back, Juno just sat, stared at that guitar for a long time. Then he said, well, I guess this guitar is yours now. It won't do me no good. Why don't you play me a tune on it? So the young man looked down at the guitar that was in his arms and he began to play a tune that he'd heard Juno play on the porch many years before. He looked over at Juno. Juno had fallen asleep, but he never woke up. And that's when the young man decided there was nothing left for him in Chula, Mississippi. So 2 weeks after they buried Juno, he grabbed his hat, his coat, and his guitar, and he set out on the road. Well, he walked and walked the whole first day long, didn't get no food to eat. He walked underneath that hot sun, and he walked and walked until the sun went down and the moon rose up, followed by the stars. That night he laid down in a field underneath a tractor. The grass was his bed, the flowers were his pillow, and his blanket was the stars. But in the morning when he woke up, so hungry, thought about turning around, going back home. But he come too far and he had to keep moving. He walked and walked the whole second day long, didn't get no food to eat. That night he laid down in a ditch beside the road, and he closed his eyes and he said a prayer. He said, Lord, dear Lord, you could see to it that I get a little bit of food to eat. Maybe I'd feel like going on a little bit further. Just then a truck came rumbling up the road. He said, when the truck got to the spot in the road where he was laying in the ditch, that truck hit a bump. Can of peaches fell off the back of that truck, rolled down in that ditch right beside him like to knock him in the head. He opened up that can with his knife, he drank that sweet syrup, and he ate those juicy peaches. But in the morning when he woke up, found himself in a dirt road town, went up to this old wooden shack, knocked on the door. Little boy answered. He looked down at that boy and said, son, is your mama home? Little boy said, mm-hmm. Said, would you tell her come to the door, please? Little boy stepped back inside and said, Mama, there's a man at the door. Little boy, mama come to the door. She had 2 babies, one at each breast. She had 3 more children around her legs, 4 more children on a mattress in the corner. You see, right away, wasn't enough food to spare or to share, so didn't ask for no food, asked which way it was to the railroad track. She told him that's where he went. And while he went there, he started singing a song that he made up to himself. Going up to Memphis, I'm walking up Highway 61. Going up to Memphis, I'm walking up Highway 61. I'm going to Grandma's tea house. Man, I'm gonna have me a lots of fun. got there, stood up on the railroad track, turned his face to the north, and he started walking. Walked underneath that hot sun burning down on him. Sweat poured off the top of his head and ran down, burned when it hit his eyes, and he could taste it coming in the corners of his mouth. He walked and 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 walked till the sun went down and the moon rose up, followed by the stars. That night it was tired, it was cold, it was lonely, and worst of all was the loneliness. Just then he walked into a place where he could see a light through the bushes. He walked in close, he wanted to see what it was. There's a bunch of men sitting around a campfire that were talking hobos talking, eating hobo stew. That stew smelled good, good, good. Those men had come to that place because in the morning, 2 trains was coming to northbound Southern Central, carrying folks up to Chicago, St. Louis, all the way up to Canada if they want to go home. The westbound Virginia fly would take folk to Nashville, Memphis, Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, all the way to California if they want to go there. And as he looked around from one face to another, he could see that these were good men, most of them. They walked long miles down long, dusty roads. They were hot and tired and dirty from their travels. And he had the eeriest feeling. He could tell where they'd all been and where they was all going to. He could feel the heat they'd endured and the flies they swatted. He could feel the dried, parched throat aching with thirst for water. He could see them huddled together on bitter cold nights during the frost, shivering, holding each other to keep from freezing to death. He could see them. You could tell by the way they held their heads when they laughed that they'd been cursed at, spit on, had stones thrown at them, and been chased by dogs, but they had survived. And one fella had a guitar near him. He picked it up and put it on his lap. Took a piece of metal out of his pocket, started sliding it up and down on the string. Sound like this. We're gonna sing this song. Woke up this morning, feeling around with my shoes. You could tell I had them old walking blues. Up this morning, feeling round for my shoes. You could tell right then, child, baby, I had the walking blues. Some people say the worry, well, blues ain't bad. That's the worst old feeling I most ever had, Lord. Well, some people, they say the worry, well, blues ain't bad. It's the worst old feeling that child, baby, I most ever had. Sometimes I feel like blowing my lonesome horn. I woke this morning, all I had was gone, Lord. Sometimes I feel like blowing my lonesome horn. Woke this morning, every single thing I had was gone. Began to sing about his girlfriend. Here's what he said. She got everything moving from her head down to her toes. She could breaking on a dollar more than whoa, where she goes, she got everything moving from her head down to her toe. Breaking on a dollar now, child, baby, and where she goes. Leaving this morning if I had to, whoa, ride the blinds. Been mistreated, mommy, you know I don't mind dying. Yes, I'm leaving. If I had to, whoa, ride the blinds. been mistreated, not child, babe, and I don't mind dying. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Scott Shishman, Regional President for Old National Bank. Old National Bank is a community bank, and therefore we're excited to support Lotus, who does such great work for our Bloomington community. Thank you.
Some amazing picking from Guy Davis back in 1998 at the 5th Annual Lotus World Music Festival. We are in the 27th thereon. Happy to be with you here tonight. If you're just joining us, I want to remind you that you're tuned to us in the Lotus Fire Bay right here in downtown Bloomington. We've got a great mix of music tonight with some artists who are new to Lotus as well as blasts from the past. And don't forget, you can donate to Lotus anytime this evening, knowing that we'll put your contributions to good use. You may be wondering what happened to Yael. I am joined on stage now by the director of the Lotus Festival, Tamara Lowenthal. Hello, Tamara. It's good to see you.
I'm so glad I have a moment here.
I don't even know how you're upright, frankly. There's so much work to be done.
Well, if this was the normal year, I probably wouldn't be upright. But we're so virtual. We've had a little more rest, except I think maybe for Mark Cheetah. Yep.
Mark Cheetah, I don't know how he does it.
I don't know how
I don't know how any of you do it. But I do know that the only way that the festival happens is because of help from people like the people in this room. And I believe that there's a lot of other people to thank.
So true. So I wanted to just take a moment. We all know that a festival takes a lot of work, but especially this year, it was a kind of work we were not experienced in. This whole virtual thing, we've never done it before. So I want to start by talking about and thanking our crew here tonight. We've got Tony Tatey, who did a lot of the back end of the videos, putting all the writing on the bottom. I guess that's called the lower third. And then we've got Rich here and Alex, so thank you so much. We also have Wayne Jackson, and Wayne Jackson has done an amazing job with sound all weekend. So Wayne, thank you so much. Most of all, I want to thank the wonderful Lotus staff. So we have 4 full-time staff members here at Lotus, and then we have a couple of part-time people. So I want to tell you who they are. We have Katie Bethel and Mark Cheetah, Lydia Campbell-Mayer, and Kathleen Clark Perez. So this is our staff, and they have done such an amazing job of prepping. The last 3 months has been full of all these little details, especially, again, from a different angle from what Lotus is used to. All the advertising and marketing online, and then all the virtual pieces that we had to do, including the festival store online and the outreach online. And I just wanted to say, especially with the outreach, I heard from Lydia that we're out of our physical outreach kits. That means 1,000 of them have gone. But what we do have, we still have some outreach. It's online. You can download most of the kit online. So please, if you want the outreach activities, go to our website, lotusfest.org, and you'll find it there. So that's our staff. But you know, staff is supported by a board. We are led by a really wonderful board led by Jennifer Riley Simone, and she and the whole board have done a lot of fundraising for us this year. They've also done a lot of get out the vote. It's kind of get out, you guys, get your watch party going, because how are you going to hear about a festival when you don't see the tents up downtown? You're not, right? It's hard to know there's a festival going on. So
I'm kind of amazed at the sheer turnout this year. I mean, there are literally hundreds of people watching right now.
Right. So this is part of what it is. It's how we get people out, the board has been really active in that. So thank you to our board. And then I also want to thank someone really important, which is our booking consultant, Tom Fruge. Tom just came on this year. So imagine coming on like some of the other staff did, and you're starting to book a festival. And then the festival is like, hold up, because we don't have a venue. So Tom Fruge knows all these artists, and especially our new artists this year had a hand in booking them. So thank you, Tom. We're so grateful to you.
So I was just going to ask, I mean, what has it been like to book a festival under these circumstances, or to put on a festival? I mean, there must be skill sets you have never thought you'd have to develop.
Skill sets I may still be developing. So I think mostly what it required was, for me and for all of staff, visioning something, and then also going forth with that vision to go, we can do something. Other people are doing things. We present music, we present artists. Let's do that. So I think that was mostly it. A lot of the pieces were baby steps going forward, but we're there.
Tamara, thank you so much for all you have done and for putting on this wonderful event. We are so grateful to be here.
Steve, so glad to have you here. Yael, so glad to have you here too.
She'll be back at the next break, but in the meantime, we want to acknowledge not just all the people who are helping put on the festival, including Tamara, who is a big help. But I also want to acknowledge some of our sponsors who make it financially possible for us to put on the event. Lotus gratefully acknowledges that the 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival is presented by Indiana University Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, and the IU Hamilton Luger School for Global and International Studies, with additional support from Prince Sandblasting. Artist champions for the next act include Beth Ellison, Tamara Theodore, and Jane Clay and Gary Hafner. Our next act came to Lotus in 2005. They're a Canadian acoustic folk roots trio who harmonize beautifully, and they performed on the Buskirk Chumley stage. Annabelle Chvostek has moved on, but Nikki Maida and Ruth Moody are still with the next band. Please welcome to Lotus the Waylon Jennies.
Well, we are absolutely thrilled to be here, and we've heard so many amazing things about this festival, and we're thrilled to be part of it. This is a beautiful theater, too. So we're glad to be here, and for any of you who don't know much about us, we are a group that got together on a sort of a whim, a lark. We thought we'd get together and sing a few songs one night, and we had such a good time that we thought we'd see where it went, and it's taken us to 3.5 years later, on the road all the time, and we're pretty happy about that. So when I first realized I was now part of an all-female folk trio, I have the least traditional folky background out of the three of us, so I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna have to write a folk song if I'm gonna stick around in this group. So, not being entirely sure of how to do that, I sat down with pen and paper and threw some references to wind and trees and birds and stuff in it, and asked some philosophical questions that can't really be answered, and lo and behold, I had a folk song. So I think I can stick around for a little while anyway. This is a song called Arlington. Where do you go, little bird, when it snows, when it snows, when the world turns to sleep? Do you know? Do you know? Is it something in the wind? Breeze a chill in your heart, life in your wings. Does a whisper start again? Start again. Where is the sun in the night?
there? Is it here? Search for a place to belong. Search in vain. Search in fear. Is your spirit everywhere? Is your voice every tree? It's all in the air. There's no home, is there no day? Ooh, is there no day? Is there no
Nikki Mehta. It's another old Lead Belly favorite called Bring Me Little Water, Sylvie.
Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Don't you see me coming? Don't you see me now? Don't you see me coming? Every little once in a while. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Bring it in a bucket, Sylvie. Bring it in a bucket now. Bring it in a bucket, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. See me come running. See me coming now. See me come running. Every little once in a while. Sylvie, come running. Sylvie, coming now. Sylvie, come running. Every little once in a while. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while.
I'm gonna do a little song I wrote now. It's called Swallow, as in the bird. More birds. You like birds? Maybe it's a Canadian thing. I don't know. I imagine you like birds too. I don't know though. You know, do you like birds? Good, good. I like them, but you know, they fly into your life and then they fly out. And okay, this song isn't really about birds, I guess. It's about people, and that's just a metaphor. Those swallows, swallowy people, spastic and elegant and break your heart. Anyway, it's a waltz. If you want to dance, there's a floor here. No pressure. I know you're comfortable.
Nikki and I invited Annabelle to join our band about a year ago. And it was basically because we took one listen to this next song and we decided Annabelle needed help with her love life.
We are so skilled, you see.
Yeah. It's a very distracting job, this job with the Jennies. It's good. Helped out a lot. Thank you, you guys. Plus they sing pretty. It always helps.
Oh, swallow, what did you swallow? You swoop so low, you come and you go. You flew right in from that ship on the sea, pirate sails on the wind, coming for me. You wooed me, pursued me, you hooked me, you booked me. I signed up my name, said I'll be your game. You got me, arrow shot me, now come connect the dot me. If you don't want it, then free me, I will flee. Oh, swallow, what did you swallow? You swoop so low, you come and you go. Oh, swallow, what did you swallow? You swoop so low, you come and you go. Something to show for all that hell-bent letting go. Got me a handful of pebbles, one ball of light, one shining flight. You glide on the air, you swivel and turn, fast beating heart. What do I gotta learn? Oh, swallow, what did you swallow? You swoop so low, you come and you go. Oh, swallow, what did you swallow? You swoop so low, you come and you go. Oh, swallow, what did you swallow? You swoop so low, you come and you go.
Sunburned hot, it burned my eyes, burned so hot I thought I died. Thought I died and gone to hell, looking for the water from a deeper well. I went to the river, but the river was dry. I fell on my knees and I looked to the sky. Looked to the sky and the spring rain fell. Saw the water from a deeper well. Way high, looking for the water from a deeper well. Way high, looking for the water from a deeper well. I was ready for the love, I was ready for the money, ready for the blood and ready for the hate, ready for the winning and ready for the bell, looking for the water from a deeper well. Found some light, I found some money, found that blood would drip from my head, and I had a thirst that would not quell, looking for the water from a deeper well. Looking for the water from a deeper well. Looking for the water from a deeper well. Well, I did it for kicks and I did it for faith. I did it for lust and I did it for hate. I did it for need and I did it for love. Addiction stayed on tight like a glove. So I ran with the moon and I ran with the night, and the three of us were a terrible sight. To the bottle, to the gun, to the cell, to the bottom of a hole of a deeper well. Looking for the water from a deeper well. Looking for the water from a deeper well. So I rocks with the cradle and I roll with the rage. Shook those walls and I ran a back cage. Took my trouble and I dead end trail, reaching out a hand for a holier grail. Hey there, mama, did you carry that load? Did you tell your baby about the bend in the road, about the rebel yell, about the one that fell, looking for the water from a deeper well? Looking for the water from a deeper well. Looking for the water from a deeper well.
The O'Neill School at Indiana University is a proud supporter of Lotus Fest. To learn more about our arts administration programs, please visit go.iu.edu/artsadministration.
Wow, the Waylon Jennys, so sweet. Those harmonies, did you love that?
my heart goes a little pitter-pat.
Oh my
I
gosh.
loved every album they've ever put out when I've been a DJ on WFHB. Love playing them.
Right.
Their harmonies are just so great.
So beautiful. We were kind of speculating about the reference to Waylon Jennings, wondering about that.
I mean, they're playing sort of twangy music,
Yeah.
and they're playing. I have no idea.
Oh, who
I
knows?
have no idea.
So great. It's so
clever.
great to be hearing them again, that incredible performance at the BCT from 2005. We're revisiting a few of the Lotus performances from over the years and previewing a few artists who will be with us in next year, in fact.
This is hashtag LotusFest 2020. Put up your comments or photos of your watch party, or you can also hashtag FabFestFan. Either one of those hashtags, we're checking to see who's out there enjoying the virtual Lotus Fest. That is the 27th annual Lotus World Music and Arts Festival.
We are so glad that you're tuning in tonight. I'm Yael Cassander here with my co-host Steve Volan. So happy to be here tonight with you celebrating Lotus for the 27th year. Wow. We're happy that you're celebrating with us. We hope you have your party food going and your watch party.
I just ordered party food.
Oh, party food's coming here too, yay. It's so great to think about all of you watching in your respective homes with friends and family, physically distancing, being safe, of course. So don't forget, you can donate at any time tonight. All this great music is being brought to you tonight at no cost. The Saturday Night Showcase, a free event this evening. But please make sure, if you are able, to keep the music going and our musicians employed.
We can't say it enough. We are grateful for our sponsors. They make this happen. We couldn't possibly have this entire setup, let alone the Lotus Fire Bay itself. Lotus has its own headquarters now. It's all thanks to donations from sponsors. The 2020 festival is presented by Indiana University Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, and the IU Hamilton Luger School of Global and International Studies, with additional support from the Indiana University Institute for European Studies and WFHB. Woo! Artist champions for the artist champion for the next act is Laura Plummer. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. And you know, speaking of the folks who are tuning in tonight, a lot of you all RSVP'd for tonight's event.
And I forgot to mention that we now have prizes for some of the people who RSVP'd. I'm not sure how they were chosen. I'm pretty sure it was drawing of lots. But I am proud to say that the people who I'm going to name now are going to get a pair of socks with Lotus on them.
Pretty cool. Can't buy them in stores.
I'm already jealous and I want some. And B, either earrings or a necklace with a Lotus pin design.
Can't be bought at stores.
Cannot be bought at stores. You're not going to find this at Target. I'm sorry.
Look.
Only
one of a kind.
Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Carol Merrill demonstrating for us. That's a dated reference.
Pretty
there you
cool.
go. All right, here are the people who have won a pair of socks and one of the pieces of jewelry. Lori Goschert, Esther Smale, Hannah McGinty, Brittany Hartzer, Andrew Alexander, and Melanie Goldberg. Congratulations to all of them. They are RSVP prize winners. Woohoo! Woohoo! And I'm not sure how they're going to get them to you, but they're going to find a way.
We will.
Maybe
And
you'll
if
email
you're
them.
watching tonight, since you're watching tonight, we want to make sure that you share the love, tell everyone about how much fun you're having at Lotus Fest 2020. It's hashtag Lotus Fest 2020 or hashtag FabFestFan. Go ahead and post your videos and fun photos of your family and friend gathering.
Who is coming up next, Yael?
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
I am ready.
This is a performer who came to Lotus in 2001, Kevin Locke, another way back gem from the Lotus Vault, a rare video of Lotus Blossoms. Of course, that's one of the many events that happens throughout the year.
Lotus Blossoms is for kids, for grade school kids. The Lotus goes all over town and the county, bringing Lotus artists to school children in elementary schools.
Yeah, such an incredible
So cool.
opportunity.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
cool.
really wonderful. My own children have enjoyed that.
I'll
yeah,
bet.
the event over at Binford.
Mm-hmm.
So this video comes from a Lotus Blossoms public performance in the spring of 2001 by the Lakota and Anishinaabe hoop dancer, flute player, and storyteller Kevin Locke, who performed for hundreds of elementary school students that spring. His insightfulness, his generosity, and good humor, along with his artistry, have made him a Lotus Blossoms educational outreach star in our universe. So with no further ado, here is Kevin Locke.
Okay, good evening, everybody. It's so great to see everybody. And I'd like to start with by observing a protocol or tradition from where I live, and that is to honor your host. You know, wherever I go, it's really good to meet people from all over. But I'd like to dedicate an honor song to all of you here. The Sioux National Anthem. The Sioux National Anthem. So I'll play this for you and try and sing it for you also. Dedicated to all of you. Hey! And give yourselves a big round of encouragement. That was okay, one more quick one. I was thinking, I bet these guys are good singers here in Bloomington, and I'll put you to the test. I'm going to teach you a quick little song. This is a song about a little bird that in the springtime, almost exactly this time of year, will get out on a beautiful day such as today, and they perform their dances, and they're called some type of grouse. In the vernacular English, they say prairie chicken, And so for generations, they take the kids out and to observe these prairie chickens dance. And there's a little short song. There are many actually, but I'll teach you one short little song, and I'll give you the tune, and we'll sing this together. This will be a good segue into the next part of our program. tune down. There's 5 words. I'll just teach you the words. I'll say it and you repeat. Okay, here we go. Shio. This means prairie chicken. Emakie. This means he's talking to me or saying something to me. Wachi. This means to dance. To dance. Next word has a nasal ending. Wachin. Wachin means I want to. Last one. Wahinabe. This means, I don't know. Okay, let's do it in 3 parts. 3 parts, and it has meaning and context for us. Okay. So I'll sing it and you repeat it. It says, Shio, Shio, Emakie. Okay, I'll sing it and you repeat it. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Very good. All right, here we go. Second part. Wachi, wachi, wahinabe. Wachi, wachi, wahinabe. Sweet it is. Okay, last part. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Okay, maybe 2 times 3. Here we go. Count of 3. Waji, Nupa, Yamani. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Wachi, wachi, wahinabe. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Shio, Shio, Emakie. Wachi, wachi, wahinabe. Shio, Shio, Emakie. All right, you guys did so good. Give yourselves a big hand. So this is a segue song, and what it's saying is, this little song is saying the prairie chicken is saying something to me. I'm hearing him say something to me. And what he's saying is, I want to dance, I want to dance, I want to dance. See, wachi, wachi, I want to dance. to say. So easy. Well, you know, I thought since the television age, we are used to a lot of techniques that really enhance our ways of perceiving things. So I was thinking about this, on TV, the kids watch. And whenever they have a sporting event or anything that really involves a lot of complicated, fast motion, they'll freeze the frame, rewind it, and play it over slow. And that's a technique, they call that an instant replay. Instant replay. Yeah, instant replay. And so I thought I'd do that now and just do a quick review of a couple of the designs that I was making here while dancing. Before I did that, what was the storyline now, the whole basic theme we're telling? Spring, right? What happens when all this energy pours down upon the world? And so now we have to use that as an analogy for ourselves. So of course at the beginning I use one hoop, and this symbolizes our role in the hoop of life. And of course this is kind of a hard concept because so often in the U.S. it's such an urbanized country that the kids, they don't really have that perception. They spend all their lives in little cubicles, looking up and they see like square sitting tiles, square floor tiles, square walls. They're sitting in little square chairs, square desks, square rows, getting all the information on square computer screens or square books or square chalkboards. If their mind wanders, look out square windows. They sit like that all day and then the bell rings, they go running out square doors, down square hallways, down the square sidewalk, the square curb. Get in little square school buses, go down square streets, square blocks, square buildings, get to a little square suburb, jump out, go into their square house, sit down in front of square chair in front of square TV, and sit there for a bit. Then they get hungry, so then they go to the fridge, icebox, fridge. They get a box of food, sit down and eat a square meal. See? They do that day in and day out. So it's kind of like a disease I call it boxitis. So it's kind of hard to inoculate against it, to immunize against it. But what I got here is a surefire cure. And what I like to do is just, using one hoop that celebrates our role in the hoop of life. Everything is connected. We have the continuity, the balance, the harmony. Then I made a design like this, which symbolizes the sun and the moon. Especially the sun pours energy, we went over this, pours energy down to the world. This energy, of course, is the light and the heat. And for you and I, what really enables us to progress and to advance is like the light of knowledge and the warmth of love and compassion and all these good things. And when we receive these, then we can progress on our journey of life as we go day to day, month to month, year to year, millennium to millennium. Right, to millennium. So as we go on this journey, we go through stages, different stages. And just like I was telling the kids, they're going through their childhood. Great. They come out adolescents. Great. Yeah, then they go through that. They come out as adults, see? Then they go through that, and they get into like the midlife crisis. So I was telling them that the only thing they can do is to persevere, to try, to make effort. Because we always have struggles no matter what stage we're in. But as long as we don't give up, just keep struggling, then we can overcome whatever obstacle's there. Get past it, then stand tall. I was telling the kids, I'm going through that. I'm 47 years old now, so going through all these other things. A lot of you know, you're not there yet. Don't worry about it. So then the idea is to continue to reach up just every day, just like a plant reaching up to receive more and more of that energy that enables it to mature and to grow and to really attain maturity. So this is the design of the tree. So you can stand tall and straight, well-grounded trees, and deriving strength and sustenance from our roots, whether they're African roots, Asian, European, native roots, whatever. You and I are the branches now that must reach up every day higher and higher so that we can really bloom in Bloomington, blossom, effloresce, bring color, beauty, fragrance, blessings into this world like flowers, see? And to shine like beautiful stars, resplendent stars, be a source of hope and guidance and direction and good cheer to our disoriented, distracted communities. Also, to soar on our wings of knowledge ever higher to new heights of understanding. See?
Hey,
Coming back to IU is more like going home instead of going to school. It's nice to have somewhere you feel like you belong to go back to.
I'm doing a lot of hustling where I can still live out everything that I planned on doing since I first stepped onto the university's campus, and I fully intend on seeing all of that through.
If you do college right, you should get some of those memories.
Wow, terrific music tonight here at Lotus Central. We've been enjoying a magnificent performance by Kevin Locke. That performance enjoyed by hundreds of area school children. What an amazing opportunity the Lotus Blossom series creates for our kids.
Well, I mean, was that, I think that show was on the Lotus main stage, and then he's come back several times to do Lotus Blossom shows. So, but that's the kind of thing that was a Blossom show?
That was a Blossoms show.
I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the appeal for
Absolutely.
the kids. Yeah.
Absolutely.
In 2001, in the spring. But that's important to know and to note that Lotus Blossoms every year brings the magic of Lotus to hundreds, maybe thousands of school kids, you know, at the program at Binford and concerts throughout the year.
I sort of feel like there's a whole nother Lotus that grown-ups aren't seeing. I kind of want to crash some of the Lotus Blossom shows because A, it's, you know, Lotus grade artists. B, with a room full of small children who are like ape over it. And like once I saw a Lotus Blossom show and I thought, this is the show to see.
Right, the energy. I mean, but that's what we love so much about Lotus, that exchange of energy between audience and performer, just that magical interaction that happens, and that's maybe a little bit compromised tonight for Lotus Fest 2020, but we're so glad that you're here trying to recreate and create a different kind of magic, right, Steve?
We are happy to see people here from all over the country, here as in virtually here, watching this live feed on YouTube or on Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the Lotus Fest phenomenon, you can visit our website, lotusfest.org, to find out more and perhaps to donate to the cause. Special thanks to our amazing technicians and sound crew who are putting the stream together as we speak from right here in the Lotus Fire Bay, the Lotus Festival World Headquarters, as it were, at 105 South Roger Street in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana. This would not be happening without their expertise and the expertise of many, many people who over decades have brought the world to Bloomington.
And we all enjoy it so much and also recognize just how magnificently nimble this crew has been in terms of adapting their model to bring this performance tonight, the Saturday night showcase, the Friday night showcase, also a magnificent live concert in the park today at Switchyard. Hope you were there.
That's right. There was one live show this year, and it was earlier today.
Yeah, such a tribute to the folks who make this all happen, who have been able to think on their feet and make Lotus happen, COVID notwithstanding. So way to go, guys. We'd also like to make sure that you know that Lotus is brought to you by some stalwart sponsors. The 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival, no exception to that. Brought to you by Indiana University Bloomington, also the IU Office of the Provost, the IU Hamilton Luger School of Global and International Studies, with additional support from the Farr Center for the Contemporary Arts, WFIU, and tonight's performance of a very special Finnish band we're about to hear about, presented by the Indiana University Inner Asian and Uralic Resource Center. So thank you to all of you.
So Lotus Festival director Tamara Lowenthal went to Womex last year, which is like the World Music Conference. I think it was in Tampere in Finland last year, and saw this band and was so excited that she made it a priority to make sure they were booked. And again, this is another example of an artist who, because they couldn't be here this year, has recorded something special for us and will be here at the next live Lotus, which we hope is going to be this time next year in 2021. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fierce energy, beatbox rhythms, and otherworldly harmonies are the trademarks of this band. Their singers create a sonic landscape where beatbox rhythms meet the tradition of Finnish poetry. With their invigorating original music, they transform music inspired by folk traditions into engaging and enchanting music for our times. Here now, welcome to the virtual Lotus Festival stage, Tuuletar.
Frost is creeping. It fills me up with a haunting despair. I dive into a winding uncertainty. Which path should I follow?
Kurra,
vaikka jänneeni ontuvainen, vailla vastoavaa ja vainen. Vaanen valtaansa valhevan naaneen luota luumanneeseen veljeen. Äijän kuro, 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 kuro.
Hello everyone in Bloomington. We are Tuuletar from Finland, and we are very, very, very happy to be part of your virtual festival this year. So next year, 2021, we will be actually traveling to States and perform in Lotus World Music and Art Festival over there in Bloomington, and we cannot wait. But because of the world circumstances, we are now stuck here for a while, but we are still very, very happy to perform for you. And all this music you hear, it's our original compositions and original lyrics, but we take a lot of influences from Finnish mythology and also Finnish nature. So, greetings from Sini, Johanna, Pia, and Venla, and we look so much forward for our trip to Lotus Festival 2021.
Nousi tuuli tuulemaan, ilman raivo riippimään. Saapui kolman kalpeana, sillan siskotaan. Hajottiin
FAR Center for Contemporary Arts has supported Lotus since our inception. We are a creative source of energy for the Bloomington community, powered by exhibits, screenings, performances, and workshops. Visit us at thefar.org.
I hope you are as excited as we are to see Turletar come live to Bloomington in 2021. I think they're excited to come too. You blame us? Do you blame us?
Oh
No?
my gosh, they were so cool. It was like futuristic ABBA or something. It was.
I did feel like Klaus Nomi had a daughter in that band, but you know, that's an obscure reference. So yeah, welcome to the 27th annual Lotus World Music and Arts Festival, coming to you virtually from the Lotus Fire Bay on Rogers Street in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana. Steve Olin here with Gail Cassander.
So great to be with you tonight, Steve, and with all of you who are watching and making the 2020 festival happen during this unusual, unprecedented, and challenging time. But wow, is this fun or what?
What are those hashtags again?
Oh, okay. So if you're watching and would like to share the fun that you're having at home watching the festival, make sure to share on social media hashtag LotusFest2020 or hashtag FabFestFan. Go ahead and tag your photos and then we can share the fun that we're all having here.
We also want to mention that Lotus is about to conclude a 2-month-long match campaign. We have seen an outpouring of generosity from the community with more than 100 donors helping to reach our goal. It's not too late to make a contribution to the match campaign. Just go to lotusfest.org and click on the match button on the homepage.
That's right. And we would like to thank those who make Lotus happen year in, year out. Our sponsors have been extremely faithful, and we're even having new sponsors this year. Many thanks to the 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival sponsors, Indiana University, Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, also the IU Hamilton Luger School for Global and International Studies, with additional support from JTR Audio and the special artist champions, a special designation we have for a particular kind of sponsor. For the performer we're about to see, Ricardo Lemvo, include Tamara Lowenthal and Bill and Luann Holiday.
I am very excited to see this footage again. I remember chatting up Ricardo Lemvo back in 1998, who was from Kinshasa but was living in Los Angeles to perform with his, where his home base for his band. The mix of Cuban and Congolese music that this next band puts together, I've never forgotten it. And he was such a warm and generous fella. I mean, I just loved him. This is late 90s Lotus, a small, he was performing in a club. Was it Second Story? Was it the Bluebird? It might have been the Bluebird. But it's, you can almost smell the sweat and the packed bodies together back when we were able to do that sort of thing. I hope that this is not the last time that we'll ever be able to be jam-packed in a club together. But coming up next is Ricardo Lemvo y Máquina Loca, and you're going to love them.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. But we have a special feature for this performance. We're so excited to share this with you. So each night, instead of a 7th inning stretch, we've asked a dance instructor to come in and give you a warm-up that you can use to dance to the music of the artist that follows. I could definitely use one. So tonight, we are happy to have Maria, that's really good, Maria Van Hoff, from Ritmos Latinos. So she's going to show us some moves. Get on your dancing shoes, clear some floor space, and get ready to move.
Good evening, Lotus fans. The next set of music you will be enjoying is by a wonderful artist, Ricardo Lemvo. And I will be teaching you some salsa steps that you can enjoy dancing to his music. My name is Maria, and this will be a little lesson for you. I will turn around so that you can use the same feet as me. And so, when we dance salsa, it is danced on 8 counts, but on 4 and 8 we do a little pause, so don't step on every count. So, First, we're going to start with our left foot and go forward. 1. Then we're going to step in place with the right foot. 2. And then we're going to bring our feet together. 3. On 4, we rest. Then we're going to step back with the right, step in place with the left, and then bring feet together on 7. And we rest on 8. So let's try it together slowly. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. The timing will stay the same, but we can change direction where we step. We can also step to the sides, not just to the forward and back. So with the same time, we're going to step side with the left foot, in place with the right, together with the left, pause, and then with the right foot, in place with the left, together. This is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's your left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. This is called diagonal step. And to do this, we're first going to turn to our side, to the left, and open and step back. Then we step in front with the right and face our initial direction. And then we're going to go turn to our right, step back, step in place, and then return to our initial position. So we're going to go open left, step with the right, left, and then right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So this is a very quick lesson. When we try with music, you may feel like you don't get it perfectly, but it's okay. Just give it your best shot. And the main thing when we dance with music, just have fun. And now we're going to try with some music. by the Cardinal Limbo and just keep dancing. Thank you.
Well, hello again, Bloomington. Are we having fun yet? Yeah? That was good.
Hello, Bloomington. Aquí son all you people right here from Máquina Loca. Y quiero decir así, yo quiero que mi gente vengan a gozar. Con Máquina Loca van a disfrutar porque es un ritmo muy singular que a todas las mamitas chulas le va a gustar. Ey, no ponme lío ni ponme frente, pero mamita baila la calle. Y tenga pena y tenga miedo, pero mamita bailalo conmigo.
Well, mama, mama, wa. Oh, mama, mama, wa. Santa Maria, mama, oh yeah, yaka, yaka, que me la meto banao. Santa Maria, mamma, oh yeah, yaka, yaka, sa como una venturana. La sono dio con la gome manchani, yo cani rumba tango dale. Au. Oh, mamma, quiere, mamma, mamma, jimbe, paua. Sukuma. Yo vengo de la tierra de los cómoros y no quiero decorar. Mattina de la mamma a tutti i busso. 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 A tutti i busso. A tutti i busso. A tutti i busso. A tutti i busso.
Au. Rompe, trompeta mayor, chapora de la Máquina Loca.
despacito. Yo soy máquina loca, lo que traigo puro sabor. Oye bien, el que no sepa que aprenda. El que no sepa que aprenda para bailar bien sabroso. Yo sé que tú sabes que yo sé. Yo sé que tú sabes que yo sé. Morina ven, ven, morina ven, morina ven, ven. Morina ven, ven, morina ven, morina ven, ven. Yo sé que tú sabes que yo sé. Yo sé que tú sabes que yo sé. Guararén, 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 guararén.
Oye, Macorina tiene.
Guararén, 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 guararén.
Oye, Macorina tiene.
Hacer morina, hacer miñongo.
Oye, Macorina tiene.
Hacer morina, hacer guaguancó.
Oye, Macorina tiene.
Guaguancó, coro millaré.
Oye, Macorina tiene.
Guaguancó, coro millaré. Oye, Macorina tiene guararé. Oye, Macorina tiene guararé. Oye, Macorina tiene guararé. Máquina loca, mujer divina, mi show. Andiamo. Martino. Lleva ya, Jesús. Somos Jesús. Lleva ya. Mujer divina, me enamoraste cuando te vi por primera vez. Tu cara linda, tu cuerpo de ángel, bella mujer que siempre soñé. Te vi bailando entre tanta gente, llegó a mi vida enamorarte. Mujer divina, qué linda noche, noche que nunca yo olvidaré.
Ay, yo le haré, mamá, yo le haré.
Vives la vida cuando se quiere.
Ay, yo le haré, mamá, yo le haré.
Mi corazón sin tu amor se muere. Seguí cantando sin que supieras que mi canción era para ti. Llegué a tu mesa y toqué tu mano, y en este instante te conocí. Loca pasión que surgió en la noche, pasión que nunca por nadie sentí. Mujer divina, qué linda noche, noche que nunca yo olvidaré.
Ay, yo le haré, mamá, yo le haré.
Vives la vida cuando se quiere.
Ay, yo le haré, mamá, yo le haré.
Mi corazón sin tu amor se muere. Ay, lloraré, mamá, lloraré. Ay, lloraré, mamá, lloraré. Everybody. Ay, lloraré, mamá, lloraré. Ay, lloraré, mamá, lloraré. Ay, lloraré, mamá, lloraré. Ay, lloraré, mamá, lloraré. Ajá. Qué rico el bajo. Suavecito. Yeah. Sokuma, Sokuma. Demaya, Sesu. Au. Hacia abajo, Sokuma, ajá. enamoraste cuando te vi por primera vez. Ojos negros, cuerpo de sirena, bella mujer que siempre soñé. Te vi bailando entre tanta gente, llegó a mi vida enamorarte. Mujer divina, te sigo amando, mi corazón se muere sin ti.
Ay, yo le dé, mamá, yo le dé.
Vida es la vida cuando se quiere.
Ay, yo le dé, mamá, yo le dé.
Mi corazón sin tu amor se muere. Mi corazón sin tu amor se muere. Vaya.
Mambo yo-yo,
mambo yo-yo,
mambo yo-yo,
mambo yo-yo,
mambo yo-yo,
mambo mambue,
mambo yo-yo,
mambo macambue.
mambo yo-yo,
Yo soy mambo,
mambo yo-yo,
Monsieur Mambo,
mambo yo-yo,
ay señora Mambo,
mambo
yo
yo-yo,
Galani Mambue, el igual.
abo,
Mambo yo, mambo yo, yo mismo soy mambo yo, mambo macho vaya yo
mambo yo-yo,
llamo la mabuanga tata tica, mabuanga oye, mambo mabuegue,
mambo yo-yo,
mambo nikie,
mambo yo-yo,
soy la esencia de la rumba, soy el centro del sabor, yo soy mambo, yo soy niño, soy el igual, yo mismo soy el terror.
Se acabó el neve bigger y campónico, compónico para oír a su abañoso así. ¿Oíste, Ricardo?
Coco.
Son, ba, ba, eh. Son, ba, ba, eh. Son, ba, ba, eh. Son, ba, ba, eh. Pájaro lindo, son, pájaro lindo de la madrugada.
Son, ba, ba, eh.
Qué lindo viene el sinsonte, cantando su mambo yo-yo, su palo monte mama, que maya se su.
Ahora sí.
Oye, mambo yo-yo, everybody.
Ahí viene Cuco.
Oye, mambo yo-yo. Well, hello, Bloomington.
Oye, mambo yo-yo.
I cannot hear you. Oye, mambo yo-yo. Amaya, escucha mi mambo.
Oye, mambo yo-yo,
Mambo, macho, vaya yo, wey.
oye, mambo yo-yo,
Mambo, mabuanga, mambo, yo-yo.
oye, mambo yo-yo,
Mambo, masaka, mica. Yamuna, mabuanga, ya. Yamuna, mabuanga, ya. Yamuna, mabuanga, Sukuma.
Ahí viene el pájaro lindo. Y que dice así. Y así dice la máquina loca.
Renken kaya, renken kaya. Para gente que no sabe, renken kaya. Pero para este mulato no hay cuento que valga. Renken kaya, renken kaya. Yo nací en el Congo belga, tierra del señor Rumumba. Mi padre fue musicongo, mi madre no sé quién era, mi madre no sé quién era. Por eso es que soy moreno y en la sangre de mis venas tengo fuego de pantera. Mi madre no sé quién era, mi madre no sé quién era, pero yo solo aprendí, a mí nadie me enseñó a darle fuego al tambor, a hacer sonar el bongo. Yo nací en el Congo belga, tierra del señor Lumumba. Mi padre fue musicongo, mi madre no sé quién era, mi madre no sé quién era.
O la timba, pero que tú para la gente. O la timba, pero que tú para la gente.
Rinque, rinque, calla, negro que tumba la gente. Rinque, rinque, calla, negro que tumba la gente.
O la timba, pero que tú para la gente. O la timba, pero que tú para la gente.
Rinque, rinque, calla, negro que tumba la gente. Rinque, rinque, calla, negro que tumba la gente. ¡Subuma!
O la timba,
timba,
negro que tumba la gente.
Tumba.
O la timba,
timba,
negro que tumba la gente.
Túmbalo. Negro que tumba la gente. 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 ¡Súbuma! ¡Ah!
El gavilán Andrés en el 3. Suena gavilán.
O la timba,
Oye, vengo del Congo Kinshasa con la rumba guarachando y por eso te digo que hay un Congo mayocando.
o la timba,
Timba,
pero que tumba la gente.
repítelo.
O la timba,
Rinquen calla.
At the Hamilton Luger School, we have a motto: to change the world, first, seek to understand it. Because making the world a better place doesn't happen through polarization. It happens through unity. That means listening as much as speaking truth to power, and it means celebrating differences and seeking shared understanding. At our school, these values are embodied by our Title VI Area Studies Centers, each essential to the development of American expertise in critical languages and cultures, as well as to fostering international education in Bloomington, across the state, and around the world. From policy and cultures to languages and leadership, we are Hamilton Luger.
Ricardo Lemvo and Makina Loca. I was wrong about the venue. It wasn't the Bluebird. I was corrected by Little Elves online. The Monroe County Convention Center, 1998, they set up there in that big cavern, not a venue that Lotus uses anymore, but only Ricardo Lemvo could make that place feel intimate.
We hope that you're dancing at home as much as we are clearly here with Lotus director Tamara Lowenthal leading us all in some terrific dancing here in the studio. What a great time we're having. Yael Cassander here with Steve Volan, and we're so glad that you're tuning in for Lotus Fest 2020, wherever you are. You know, Steve, we talk a lot about the limitations of this year, but in another way, you can think about it really expanding the reach of Lotus Festival.
We are hearing from people literally all over the country and even abroad. Yael has a list of parties, watch parties.
There are watch parties all over the country and the world today. We've heard, of course, from households in Indiana enjoying the Lotus Fest, in Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Oregon, California, Alaska, wow, Wisconsin, New Mexico, and Pennsylvania, of course, and New Zealand, and Finland. Maybe Tuulatar was watching. Yeah. I hope they thought it was okay to be referred to as futuristic ABBA.
Well, you're going to find out next year when they come.
Yep. Yeah. So fun. So many people enjoying Lotus in this brand new way.
Great to see you all joining us for Lotus. We are so happy that there is a Lotus Fest this year. I mean, it was entirely possible that it might not have happened at all. Kudos to all the staff who made it possible, to the sponsors who made it possible. Somehow the professional staff of Lotus put it together, and here we are now in Lotus HQ on South Rogers Street in Bloomington. Even in a pandemic year, Lotus receiving amazing financial support and putting on a show. The 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival is presented by Indiana University Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, and the IU Hamilton Luger School of Global and International Studies, with additional support from Old National Bank and the Indiana University Department of Folklore and Ethnomusicology. Artist champions for our next performance include Kaylee Witt, Bill and Luann Holiday. I keep hearing those names coming up. They sound familiar. And Kathy Durkle.
All of these sponsors so key to the picture of support for Lotus. And I just want to mention one other piece of that picture that is allowing us to all enjoy this free of charge tonight. You can be a piece of that picture. Consider contributing to the Lotus Match campaign or donating online. So like many arts nonprofits, Lotus depends on gifts from supporters just like you, whatever you can afford given your household budget. Your gift is tax deductible and much appreciated.
We also want to thank, again, the hardworking Lotus staff, the Lotus Festival Board of Directors. I served on that once. It was a lot of hard work, and nothing I did compares to what they do now. So it's amazing what the Lotus Festival organization is capable of. Creating a virtual festival has required completely new approaches and skill sets, and the staff has come through. I mean, here we are.
Yeah.
Consider sending a shout out to your favorite Lotus peeps this evening, letting you know that you appreciate them. The hashtags, LotusFest 2020, or what's it again? I keep forgetting the second one.
FabFest Fan.
FabFest fan.
That's right. That's right. You can tag all your social media posts with those hashtags and make sure that we can, feel the love, right? Spread the love.
I think Lotus Fest 2020 is easier, but all right.
Well, we have another amazing performance happening soon. It is by an artist that came to us in 2009.
Wait, I'm going to imitate them. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, no. No. He had to put on the mask because he generated too many droplets doing that. Let me tell you, Hun Hurtu came here in 2009. Over the years, Lotus has featured quite a few overtone, which is sort of what he was trying to approximate over there, singers. But Hun Hurtu are true superstars of the genre. Hun Hurtu has made 5 appearances at Lotus, in fact. This time, in the video that we're going to see, they were collaborating with U.S. musician, composer, and DJ Carmen Rizzo. This multimedia performance included video and Western instruments, as well as the subtle addition of Rizzo's electronic music. With no further ado, it's Hun Hurtu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's good, yeah. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Lotus is such a special part of Bloomington's culture. I feel nostalgic for the full festival, but I'm so glad that Lotus is still going to happen this year.
Tremendous performance by Hun Hur Tu from 2009, but I think, Steve, they've been here 5 times. And did you take that Tuvan throat singing class?
I wish I had taken the Tuvan throat singing class, because I wouldn't be making a fool of myself trying to imitate them, but it's hard. I mean, like, seriously, it's like opera, learning to sing opera.
Maybe if you practice.
I totally want to take the Tuvan throat singing workshop.
So it was amazing for those of us who did attend that. I mean,
hopefully Lotus
skill.
will book a throat singing workshop or Hun Hur Tu again sometime in the near future. Like, I would totally be there. Of course, they need to come into my tent because I'll be emceeing at a tent somewhere.
In 2021.
In 2021.
But we're so glad that you're here tonight for Lotus Fest 2020, a special virtual Saturday night showcase coming to you tonight. And I'm Yael, this is Steve. We're so glad you could join us.
We're getting to the final portion of the Saturday night showcase. We're live from the Lotus Fire Bay in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana. Don't forget, you can still donate to Lotus by visiting our website, lotusfest.org. Also, if you want to get on our mailing list, please email Kathleen at lotusfest.org. That's Kathleen, Kathleen at lotusfest.org. Our weekly newsletter will keep you informed about all things Lotus. For example, maybe if there's a Lotus Blossoms show coming up, you might be able to crash that party with your grade school age child.
Great idea. Or borrow a
grade school age. Well, do it with. There's a lot of wrong ways to do that.
That's right. Okay. No untoward associations.
Yes.
Some things have changed about the Lotus Festival this year, but a lot of things have remained the same, including bad jokes from us, but also some of the sponsors who make the Lotus Festival happen year after year. We would like to thank them now, including Indiana University Bloomington, one of the 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival sponsors, along with the IU Office of the Provost, the IU Hamilton Luger School for Global and International Studies. We've also had support for this festival from JTR Audio, and the act we're about to see is presented by the IU Office of the Vice President of International Affairs and the IU Center for Latin American and Caribbean Studies, affectionately known as CLACS.
Our next act is coming to you, musicians from Honduras, Mexico, and the US, and they are coming to Lotus in 2021. This is an act that is new to the Lotus Festival, so first time for Lotus viewers here. They have a groove that defies genre boundaries, like so many artists who perform at Lotus. They mix rock with cumbia, funk, son cubano, jazz, and more. They find their stride in creating songs that do much more than simply cross language and cultural borders. Nohelia Sosa's powerful vocals with her band's driving backing will have you dancing in your living rooms, not like you haven't already been doing that. Am I right? You even had dance lessons, so to encourage you to get up and dance. Here now is another excuse to get off your butt and to dance in front of your screen with your friends who you're masking with, or maybe you can unmask because you're with your pod. But please give a warm Lotus Festival welcome to Nohi y sus Santos.
Hello, everyone! Yeah! We are Noe y sus Santos!
from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Thank you so much, Lotus Festival, for let us be here with you guys and share our music. In the guitar, we have a Randy Sanchez. And the bass, we have Justin Brasford. And in the drums, Rafael Herrera.
Hola.
And Noe in vocals. Thank you so much again, and I hope to see you guys in 2021 in Lotus Festival, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be here. So gracias a todos, somos una banda latina radicados en Santa Fe, Nuevo México. Estamos muy contentos de llevar a ustedes nuestra música. Espero que la bailen, que la gocen, porque va con todo nuestro corazón.
Eso es.
Cuántas noches yo esperé, solo lágrimas conté. Ay, amor, te fuiste sin decir ningún porqué. Qué triste es un adiós cuando arde tu querer. Fuiste y mi sol se apagó. Qué triste, se detuvo el reloj. Fuiste y tu adiós se llevó. Qué triste, todo mi corazón. Y desde entonces mi luna cayó, embriagada de tanto dolor. Cuántas velas yo recé sin señales de un volver. Ay, amor, dime por Dios, para mí ya no hay después. Un olvido sin razón duele más que el mismo ayer. Triste y mi sol se apagó. Qué triste, se detuvo el reloj. Te fuiste y tu adiós se llevó. Qué triste, todo mi corazón. Fuiste y mi sol se apagó. Qué triste, se detuvo el reloj. Te fuiste y tu adiós se llevó. Qué triste, todo mi corazón. Come on, guys. Disfruten esta latín. En tu historia no hubo un lugar para vos. Ni la espera rescates de amor. Mis canciones cantabas hablando de perdón. Para ti ya no existo, no tienes amor. Ya no quiero mentirle a mi corazón. Mis canciones cantadas hablando de perdón. Ay, amor, dime por Dios, para mí ya no hay después. Un olvido sin razón duele más. Un olvido sin razón duele más que el mismo ayer. Un olvido sin razón duele más que el mismo ayer. Fuiste y mi sol se apagó. Qué triste, se detuvo el reloj. Qué fuiste y tu adiós se llevó. Qué triste, todo mi corazón. Fuiste y mi sol se apagó. Qué triste, se detuvo el reloj. Qué fuiste y tu adiós se llevó. Todo mi corazón.
Yee-hoo! That was Oda a tu adiós. So I want to tell you guys, weeks ago, we have released our first album together. Yeah! Please, please, please go online and go and type Tempesta album from Noe y sus Santos. I promise you, you're not going to regret. It's amazing music with these amazing people, musicians, and it's all original music except for 2 songs, and you're gonna enjoy. So, vayan a nuestra página web www.noeYsussantos, así que para que bajen nuestras músicas. Así que espero que la próxima vez que vayamos a Indiana ustedes la bailen y la gocen. La siguiente canción es Cumbia. ¿Quién quiere cumbia? Come on guys, get up, because this cumbia es cumbia triste.
Es muy triste, no hay gusto, que te fuiste en mi vida, solo hay oscuridad.
Y nada de cariño, el calor que yo sentía se perdió. La caída, el sol no brilla entre tú y yo.
¿Qué voy a hacer? Llorar, 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 como un loco, delirar y perder poco a poco las hojas sobre un río sin cesar. Volar, volar, volar como un ave sobre el mar. Así llegan mis lamentos hacia ti. Esta cumbia es mi llanto, sigo viendo a tu espanto el viento frío, siempre me trae tu voz.
Y la soledad, luna llena, no da consuelo, pienso en ti, en mis desvelos esta amargura desaparecerá.
Adiós al ayer, llorar, 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 como un loco, delirar y perder poco a poco las hojas sobre un río sin cesar. Volar, 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 como un ave sobre el mar. Así llegan mis lamentos hacia ti.
You guys enjoyed this one, right? I had a great time. Yes, I hope you guys too. So remember, the next year I hope we can be with you guys in Lotus Festival. Thank you so much for all the staff and for the invitation of Lotus Festival. I will see you, No y sus Santos, the next year. Thank you so much. And the next one is Mal Amor.
Eres tan tóxico y venenoso, amor patético con distinción. Y tus trilladas debilidades, con tu permiso me marcho hoy. De recordarte a tantas quejas bajo el colchón, cerca de ti ya no era yo. La más bella, la mejor estrella, la que opina sin pedir perdón. Hoy ya no temo al egoísta inconsciente, tu mal amor. Sin paños tibios, malas excusas, justificando tu mal amor. Ni que memorias, ni que lamentos, si al irme lejos me haré un favor. Y esa ratera mojigata, su sonrisa, tu perdición. La más bella, la mejor estrella, la que opina sin pedir perdón. Hoy ya no temo al egoísta inconsciente. Tu mal amor, tu mal amor, tu mal amor, mal amor. La más bella, la mejor estrella, la que opina sin pedir perdón. Hoy decidió no querer más ser tu juguete. La más bella, tu mal amor, 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 tu mal amor.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. No y sus Santos. See you next.
All right. Dale told me a joke. No y sus Santos are going to be here in 2021. They did that live performance just for the Lotus Festival in 2020. You are tuned to the virtual Lotus 2020. Steve Olin here with Gail Cassander. We can't wait to see them play live and in person here back when, in the future when hopefully things will be like they used to be and we can all see each other in person again. We don't have to do this anymore. You know, we can all just sort of get up and salsa together.
Smell that street food.
Oh, yes. I'm hungry now.
Right. Slam dance in the middle of those wonderful tents. It has been an incredible evening, Steve, and we've heard from people from all over the country and the world, from from Florida to New Zealand. And thank you for joining us tonight and being part of the Lotus experience.
Good morning in New Zealand.
That's right.
For
That's
those
right.
of you
already
watching
know what the
12 hours
future
away,
is like.
you already it's well into the. My goodness.
Well, maybe you saw some of your old favorites tonight. Maybe you're excited about one of the new artists that we're going to be bringing in 2021.
Like Nohi Isu Santos.
Very nice pronunciation. But whatever the case, we hope your spirit is as renewed as ours is, and that the Lotus love is filling you to the brim. You can still sign up online for the Lotus Unwind Yoga Zoom session tomorrow. Oh, he's going to do the tree. Yeah. There we go. That's approximately a yoga position. That's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. to unwind from all this crazy Lotus energy. Buy your ticket also for the Sunday closing concert at 3 p.m. That's going to be live streamed from this room right here on South Rogers Street with Joshua Thompson, Leyline, and the Krista DeTore Band. They'll be playing here tomorrow. Find all the information on our website at lotusfest.org.
Approximately is the right word for my yoga posing. Special thank you to our presenting sponsors for the 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival, Indiana University Bloomington, the IU Office of the Provost, and the IU Hamilton Luger School of Global and International Studies. With additional support from the Indiana Memorial Union and Fresh Figs Marketing, artist champions for our final act tonight include Lauren Bryant and Jennifer Riley Simone, and there is some controversy about how this next act is pronounced. I'll leave it to Yael to discuss.
All right. Well, you remember that song that came out a few years ago, right? From a Disney movie, I think it was.
I like to move it, move it.
He gave it away. It's Move It. So it's the same finale to tonight's show that we've had a few times in the past, but ostensibly slightly less sweaty, right?
These guys pack every tent that they've been at. I've got to introduce them several times, and I cannot explain why Bloomington is so in love with Move It's, but
I
my
can.
goodness.
They're fantastic.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it's incredible how popular they are.
Oh my
here.
goodness, you don't even know. Okay, so this performance I think is from the first time they came in 2012.
Is that really the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to imagine a more beloved, more earth-shaking, tent-shaking performance than one from Move It, the powerhouse group from Sweden. And this act will be wrapping up its fourth Lotus gig in a quintessential big tent dance thrash in the performance you're about to see. It's the fourth, apparently. Move It gives you some hip-hop swing and a glorious end of the night, last set of the festival flourish. Ladies and gentlemen, Move It.
Move it.
Svårt att fånga dagen, carpe diem. Varje tema sak sen jag varit liten. Äntligen drömmarna får ligga inuti dem. Stress och hjälplig med min val i medicinen. De säger männen väljer en bas. Foten kvar på första, måste våga hoppa av. Vad är ni med mig? Blir spämpad eller fräscha så? Som eller gillar baseball och cricket. Jobbar det är viktigt så glöm är det. Sätter pengarna på rap, kul igen. Lever livet idag, lite grann på trenden. Skulle det gå fel, inte hela benen. Negativen och vi ger mig. Typ 100 gånger innan. Skippen och foundation, typ 100 gånger innan. Någonsin är man egentligen klar. Någonsin är man egentligen klar. Nej, 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 nej. Nej, 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 nej. One more time. Nej, 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 nej. Nej, 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 nej. Sound old school, baby, like Frank and Sammy Davis. Oh, singing the rain like Gene Kelly. No, I just can't believe what he say. but they tell me it was better way back in the day.
Got it?
And you know it wasn't, right? Maestro! Lotus Festival! 1, 2, 3, hey, finish for all the talent. See you need to the toilet. Do opponent, and it can't be calling. Okay, and see you say that it's a monodagen. Alkoholen, kör över huvudtaget. Du kommer in i roll, du väger från en stål. Fungerar på mig, du kan inte flytta hemifrån. Nu är det in med tåg, till den gamla waiting soul. Solen med inspirationen kommer från CSM old school. We be like Frankenstein. Singing the rain like rain, leave what it said. It was good and way back in the day. Chili CSM old school. We be like Frankenstein. Singing the rain like rain, can't believe what it said. It was better. And you dance to stream of all of Swing the scoop in the club and armor. He shifted sneaks with random caution. And came in to do the dance and the chance of the demon come and send the dog dead. Is what it come and bleed. Hope that we can be great and deal. But again, nigga, tell me to be released. But it won't pass you to know the least. But it will let it be the 70s. But keep it cool to the police. And because they handed Jesus, but I got the peace and a piece and all. Money from Uncle, Uncle the Simon. You may single my 18, never will make ever. Took you for 100 version at it. And that people been to for the captain on the better. So that you both the old school, baby, like Frank and Sandy, baby. Singing the pain like me, telling you what it said. But they tell me it was better way back in the day. Old school, baby, like Frank and Sandy, baby. Singing the pain like me, telling you what it said. But they tell me it was better. Back in the day. All right, Indiana. This is what you live in the sweet and cool as this for a moment. Don't drink, take it deeper and then put it moving, getting on way. But when you make some people sing a skip for you, but in your hand, but James Brown. You're gonna be the same as strong. Fiddle and move the fun. And if it comes, it will boom. Stop, don't go to your tongue. And it gets 60 years. Men på det unga lite. Och vi får samma som förr. Sing and sing old school, baby, like Frank and Sandy, baby. Singing the green like me, you wanna sing. But they tell me it was better way back in the day. Sing old school, baby, like Frank and Sandy, baby. Singing the green like me. What it said, but they tell me it was better back in the day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear this one more time, this is actually how we go. Old school, baby, like Frank and Sammy days. Oh, singing the brain like Gene Kelly, and just can't believe what they say. But they tell me it was better way back in the day. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, Lotus Fest Bloomington. We love you. vänliga 5% av dina syster i svängen. Medan jag menar våra tronen de binder. Främliga binder, nej men 50% rösta en i en så för en byta en. Hoppas du var fin i lätt med vinden och vill. Fan inte min kommun för skyddsstream en. Skriver på tanken på tanken. Fritt i skolan och föreläsningssalen. Ställfrågor och knippar på det svar. Den skilda sexualliga spären. Så jag inte helt. Tog vilket din fortsatt för länge sen. Och det är inte vad jag var i slutet. Jag får tänka med en SMS. Tonight. All right. So we have to talk about the landlord for a bit right now. Jag vill lite pengar och det spelar är så släng här. Kan inte vinta ens en vecka om din bunker tagen är läcka. Försöker skriva några checkar. Någonting ska du väl tänka. Tusen spel måste räcka. Men nu snackar han om räntan. Jag jobbar 50 timmar i veckan med övertiden verkar inte räcka. Mot på farten det kanske skickar pengar. Det brukar bli lite tänkt på vad jag säger. Får försöka på veckan slut. Mycket inte kunna uppleva så god. Ingen finns eller när det vill läsa. Och då springer du med faktiskt stängt av. Väljer en från fabriken så jag brukar det mindre från av killen som ger mig pengarna mindre. Ringer polisen och sprungen sedan. Det är så säg mig varför. Skulle vara så svårt att få en hittills eller fixa ett namn. Både pengar och kontakter ifrån mig. Vill du dra eller knäcker och på grund av pengar. Nu spelar det sträng. Kan du få skjuta in sin fick. Om du inte tror att jag lägger. Jag käkar. Då måste du få tänka. Tusen spel måste tänka. Förlägenhet med namn. Knäppen går på fastigheter. 100% med ner. Det står väl så bra poliser det jag menar. 5 sekunder och sedan det sig uppmärksamheten från allmänheten. Vad ska man göra när man inte är för det sker? Jag är en viss förmedlare eller inte ger en meter. Här första problemet, drinking in the gym. Det är en 3 veckor sedan. Jag lägger det på fingret på desto mer i benen. Och springer lite i tron när det tidsvis är det så. Springer ner på trynet, det kan bli lite fin. Det är för sent, jag har betalat tillbaka. Ställer alltid rätt och rätt. Men så inte säg för länge sedan. Jag får lite pengar. Där är det sträng. Kan du finna en som vill? Om du har betalat en läka. Du ska göra checker. Du ska göra tänker. Du spel måste räcka. Men det säger här. Holy cow! Oh, every shit is the pain. Who is better than string? Can you think that it's a bit? Oh, you're about to talk to me. Who's gonna be shaking? Who's gonna be taking? They most of the dick. But it's like they have a thing. Good anybody left, take it away. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you.
You guys are too kind. Thank you so much. It's been our privilege to play for you for the 4th time. It just gets better and better. Are you guys ready for one last one? Are you guys ready to jump all the way back? Are you guys ready? Okay, let's move the ground.
I think actually for this one we need some reinforcements. Danny, we need you, Danny, our tour manager on the backup vocal right there. And we need Augustus Pablo of San Francisco on the melodica, right up here. All right, this is gonna be the last song for the night, guys. But we're gonna do it for real. You ready? When we scream spring, that means you scream spring as well, but you jump. And when we scream hey, you just scream hey as well. All right, you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Lotus Fest. Come on. Glider i häck i hela påståendet, jag känner att jag är jag vill ju vinna, måste kunna något och få min sted. Så henne från en timme, jobbar sig med vad inte de är känslor. Klart jag har mina skillnader, fick inte det du glädje in i världen. Jag måste springa med, för det är det som är under världen, så jag ser jag inne. Jag är en tvinning, för jag måste komma på det. Motorn i missen ändå säger inte brist för den himla färdslås. Frukten om att bli känd och svängde spinning, men jag var inte rädd. Äktenskap av en svendegenskapen, men baken är inte hänslos. För ett inte snägt, men kan du ge men jag betalar ingen pension. Jag kommer som en tjuv och mäter till tomgoten och ägorna på landet. Finns på nätten och sidor på Hursberanden. Men räcker ingenting för det säkra bränner fylla. Hopp åtminstone kan jag försöka rädda. Säljer ner dig på mängden, den och står på varenda öde i madrassen. Jag hopp om att jag slipper betala skatten det går. Hej! Jag har ju skrivit nu. För de helst man händer färre för att tycka inne nu. Hej! Jag är inte tvingat nu. För de morsen kommer på det till dig. Vi kommer att stå ut. Ge mig läst för jag är min i betong och hästegås. Se mig in i bilden, tror du folk med finken och höger inte så spring. För henne är nästa video, det går en after party. Jag hoppas vi släpper då, klubben är nyckeln på fängelse så kan vi säkert bli vassare. In the show, come on, nu kör vi inte tvinken nu. För de morsen kommer på det, det går så ut. Mugger i djungeln, det med dig som joggar mig i betong och hästegås. Se mig in i bilden, tror du folk med ben och du höjer vänster så spring. Vad henne är nästa blir det går en after party. Jag hoppas vi stämmer då, klubben är nyckeln på fängelse så kan du säkert med vad som händer. Det blir fett och runt kan det bli till händer. Så det där så det flyger mellan även. Jag är fast och det är fem eller i alla jag är hämtar och kultur, men jag betalar med stödet till rösten. Jag berättar fortsatt marknaden för hey! Thank you so incredibly much. One more time, Lotus. We're so fucking love in the back. We're sitting down by the merch tent after the show. Or at the after party at Soul Man. Come on! Thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. We'll be back anytime, don't worry.
See you guys down at the merch table in 15 minutes. We'll be in there, we'll sign CDs and we'll, I don't know, shake hands or something.
Give it up for Lotus all the way from Sweden! Let's hear one more time for Movements. What was that? I can't hear you. Let's hear it one more time for the Lotus Festival. Thank you, Bloomington.
Let's hear it for the Lotus Festival! Woohoo!
Move it!
Move It's from 2014, not 2012, but their shows were equally good every year they were here. I'll never forget that one show that I did in a different tent where 900 people were in the tent, and it was so overpowering, the enthusiasm, that when I asked if they wanted Move It's to come out for an encore, the shouting was so fierce that I physically was pushed back, like the rat in the Raiders of the Lost Ark when the Nazi symbols being burned off of the arks, like holy cow! I could lean into they held me up with the sound of their shouting. It was astounding.
I mean, just watching that video, it was palpable.
Yeah.
I had that feeling of deep bone fatigue in my body that I always get after dancing to Move It's for an hour, where I just can't move. It was incredible to watch that and just to relive Lotus performances of years past.
We hope there's an after party wherever you are, but that's it for the Saturday night edition of Lotus. But there's more to come. Go to lotusfest.org to find out about tomorrow's events. Remember, there's, what's the yoga thing again? The
Yoga at 10.
Unwind yoga at 10 a.m. and then the final concert at 3 with Joshua
streaming
Thompson,
from this
Leyline, the Christy Tour Band, streaming
right
live
here
from the Lotus headquarters here, downtown Bloomington.
Something else.
Before we go.
Until midnight tomorrow, is it midnight? You can purchase this special edition Lotus Fest 2020 t-shirt modeled by the lovely and capable Tamara Lowenthal, director of Lotus. This beautiful shirt available in purple and blue to commemorate this very special Lotus. You'll notice it has the Wi-Fi signal on it and people wearing headphones, all expressing our digital experience of Lotus this year.
There's no t-shirt inventory this year. There are no volunteer t-shirts this year. This is the only t-shirt you can get for Lotus 2020, and it's only available online, and it's only available for the next 24 hours or so, give or take a couple. So you got to order by midnight tomorrow. Go to lotusfest.org to get your exclusive Lotus Fest 2020 virtual. It's not a virtual t-shirt, it's a real t-shirt celebrating the virtual Lotus Fest that we've been hosting.
It has been
past couple
so
nights.
great having you here with us tonight, whether you've been watching from Finland or Missouri or Tennessee, wherever you are. Thanks to all of the incredible, capable Lotus staff bringing this experience to the world from Bloomington, Indiana
Thanks
tonight.
to Festival Director Tamara Lowenthal, who makes a fine t-shirt model. And remember, don't forget to hashtag LotusFest 2020 or hashtag, give me the other one, FabFest.
FabFestFan.
FabFestFan. Tell us about your Lotus experience. Tell us where you were watching from. Tell us who you were with, how many people, and let us know what a good time you had. Such a good time. We're knocking things down.
Oh, it's been great. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yael Cassander and Steve Boland and Tamara Lowenthal saying thank you very much and good night from the 2020 Lotus World Music and Arts Festival.